fine indeed.
I'm very good, ma'am. My name is student Nesmuilwe. I'm a fourth year nursing student from the University of Pretoria. So I'm here just to give you basic postnatal education according to your condition holistically, and I'm also here to answer any other questions that you might have. Yes, we may have had briefly conversation, but if you do need more emphasis, I'm here to help you on that. So is it fine that we proceed?
It's fine.
Okay. So I see with your history now, this is your first pregnancy, all right? And as you mentioned that you've been struggling due to the fact that you had a mass, right? And when did they resolve that mass? When did they remove it?
They removed it in 2011.
2011.
But still more, I had like hormonal imbalances where I bleed a lot sometimes. Yeah.
Then after the surgery, were you still trying to conceive?
Yeah.
But you never had any miscarriages?
No conception, no
No
miscarriage.
conception. And were you taking contraceptives within that time? Nothing. But you guys were trying with your partner. Okay. So it's only now that you conceive.
Yeah.
Okay. As we say again, congratulations, and your baby is very much healthy. And due to the history, obviously, of the surgery that you had, I understand that you had to have cesarean section delivered. Do you understand why?
Yeah, because the doctor said that my baby was big for the gestational age, and with the history of my myectomy, there was a possibility that my uterine could have ruptured during the delivery.
Yeah, I'm very glad that you understood that. So, hence why we had to take measures of cesarean section so that we avoid such possibilities having your uterus rupture. You see, yeah. So. Now, since obviously it's your day 2 after cesarean section, right? Yeah. So the most important thing that you have to do now, obviously, is to mobilize. To walk as frequent as you can. Why is that? Reason being is that you are now helping your body to circulate, sufficient, blood around your body, and that we promote healing in your womb. And also we are preventing what we call blood clots, you see, because once you are rested enough, women obviously, again, when you are pregnant, everything like becomes exaggerated, your hormones, as you know, you become sensitive emotionally, you get what I'm saying. And most importantly, what we also trying to prevent is blood clotting. As I say, it's also exaggerated, you see. So we don't want you to be having heart conditions and so on and so forth. So it's really important that you mobilize. And another thing that's important is for you to adhere to the whole diet, even though it's not nice, it's not tasty, but it's nutritious, and such nutrients, they actually also help you with healing, you get what I'm saying. And it's important that you maintain obviously your hygiene. Always practice effective hygiene. When you wake up, you bath, and have they educated you on how to clean your wound?
The nurse said I should use the surgical spirit and the club
and the cotton balls for
yeah.
the wound, right? Okay. So that's obviously having medical supply. You'll use that, the surgical spirit, and the cotton balls that you get, right? So do you know, like, whenever you clean it, let's say this is your wound, it's important that you start outside, then in, right?
Yeah, but for me it's such a challenge because I had a very big tummy,
yeah.
so it usually covers where the wound is.
Is okay.
So when I clean myself, I'm having problems. Hopefully when I go home, my husband will be
helping you on that. And it's very important that with you having such a challenge, you still attempt, of course, because you want to maintain, you see. And I am glad that you attempting. And always when your husband will be the one assisting, he must wash his hands first, because we don't want any chances of you, getting infection whatsoever. So when you get home, I would advise that you buy, the salt that is rough salt, not the table salt that we use, but the big,
The kitchen salt.
the kitchen salt. You get what I'm saying? The one that's so big that you have to crush. Yeah, get that one. Then you mix it obviously with warm water. Then you can apply. You see, because once you are discharged, the wound is not so, I would say, fresh like when it's here, where it actually needs the surgical spirit. And with water, you can also buy what we call normal saline. I'll also write the note. You can buy that from any pharmacy that is near you. But also you don't want to be spending a lot of money. You can just use tap water. You boil it again, then you allow the temperature to just simmer. You get, and since obviously weight-wise, right? It's important that you exercise frequently. And in you exercising, you actually also promote your healing. It's just like you walking around. You get what I'm saying? And it will actually also prevent, like you see, isn't it? You said your belly has grown big. Now you prevent excessive sweating also. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you're sleeping at night. And I was made aware that you struggle with your breastfeeding. So what's the issue?
I think, I don't know, but that's what happened, that my milk was not coming out anymore for the baby.
Yeah. So one thing that you have to be aware is that since it's your first pregnancy, obviously, do not hesitate to ask questions, so that you might have understanding. So what happens is that milk production, it happens in different stages. So within the first stage, let's say for about from day 0 to day 5, we will know this other milk, we call it colostrum. It's a bit clear and thickish, you see. Hence, as you said, the last time you expressed at least 6 milliliter, right? So that's normal, because even though the volume might be small, it actually helps the baby to have to build antibodies. Like you don't have to be giving baby antibiotics or prematurely give them vaccines. The milk actually helps their immune system to counteract any illnesses or infections whatsoever. So obviously from day 5 going onwards, you'll see your milk will becoming more thinner and the volume will become more. So obviously would encourage you that to always change breasts whenever, and practice those different positions of the baby. You get what I'm saying? Whether you're lying on your bed, when you're relaxed, it will also relaxation actually helps to stimulate the release of milk.
Do you have anything that I can learn from, like a material where it shows the position of
Yes.
my baby when breastfeeding?
Where is it? You see your clinic book, the babies.
I think it's on there.
Let's check here. So yeah, on the clinic book also, we'll check there. There's education over there on how they've listed obviously the type of diet at a particular age. Also obviously in the breastfeeding age, they also give you education on what kind of positions to feed on. So do it there, so that you actually know all these maneuvering styles. You see. So and again, it's important that if you're struggling at times, isn't in the hospital we give you what we call Maxalon. I'm sure they've given you a pill to help you, to stimulate breast production, or we give you an injection at times. But diet-wise, this is a traditional way. You can drink stone. Stony helps in milk stimulation and release. So you can drink that, and also I would say you should always try always to remain calm at all times. I know you kind of become nervous. But you know, to many mothers I know that you have raised children before, of your sisters or your aunts, and you have experienced a bit. But it's important with your own child to be relaxed so that you're able, to allow the body to facilitate every production, especially for milk production. And any questions?
No.
No questions. Okay. So